Hey everybody, it's me Joy, and I haven't done a video in so long. So I was getting ready to do a Christmas wreath. The dogs are wanting my attention. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, but we are now in Christmas season. So I'm getting ready to do a wreath, and if you are interested in finding out where I found this idea to do this wreath, you can check out Rebecca Robeson with Robeson Designs. She has a video here on YouTube. She is an interior designer, I believe in San Diego. She does some amazing designs for different homes. She did this video on Christmas decor, and it was a wreath made out of a book. And I have a ton of books here, and I had some extra corkboard because I throw nothing away now since I'm so addicted to Pinterest. And I'm just really doing a lot of DIYs and stuff like that. So I had this corkboard that I've been saving for quite a while, and I just decided, hey, I can use that for the base of my wreath. And I haven't looked at the video for the wreath in a long time, so because I think she did it like maybe 2 years ago, or maybe it was a year ago. I don't know. But anyway, I remember this wreath is stuck in my head, and I have all of the supplies here that I'll need to do it. So let's go ahead and get started, and I'm going to show you how to get it done. Okay, so because I only have one hand, I have to show you guys this in parts. So this is the corkboard that I had left over. It's kind of like a foam core board. And you can get these at the dollar store. You can get them at Walgreens, but they're pretty cheap. And I have a bowl. I want a big wreath, so I'm using a big bowl just to make my circle. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll cut it out, and I'll be right back. Okay, so after you've cut out your circle, and I left this piece on here so that I could use it to hang a little better, just so that I have something to kind of attach to the wall a little easier. And now that I have my crossing guard stop sign, the second step of it was to put a circle in the middle, a smaller circle, and as you can see, mine is a little bit off center. So I'll just have to be mindful of that when I'm putting the book on, the pages of the book on. And you need glue sticks, and you need a glue gun. And in Rebecca Robeson's video, she had a stapler and tape. And I'll show you what she used the staple and tape on. But I'm just going to go ahead and freehand it and put it onto my circle here. And just a word of caution, although the cork backing to the cork board is probably going to give, it's super duper sturdy, and it's probably going to give you a longer life on the wreath, it is extremely hard to cut out. So I know that, you know, kids like to do Christmas projects and everything, but definitely leave this part for the adult to cut out. Because kitty scissors is not going to get through this. It was really tough to get through. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to take the pages of the book. And I have a book here. It's an old book. I don't remember where I got it from. The pages aren't antiqued like the pages that she used. She actually used a book from the 1800s. It was in a different language, so she didn't feel compelled to not cut it up. But this book is a little bit newer, and I was gonna antique the pages, but I just want to get it done, and I'll probably do some type of treatment on it after I get everything all glued down. So this is the book that I'm getting ready to dissect. And what you want to do is cut down as close as you can to the spine to take your pages out. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out some of those. Hope you guys can see the title of that. I would feel really bad if the author saw that. But I'm going to go ahead and start pulling out the pages, and I'll show you guys what's next. Okay, so I've cut out all of the pages that I'm going to need. I'm watching Charlie Brown, so yeah, I'm getting into the Christmas spirit here. Okay, so once you have taken out your pages, and this is going to be hard to show you how to roll it while I'm trying to film this, but what you do is, let's see, you take the corner, and you, let's see, I'm trying to do this with one hand, but you take the corner, and you just roll it. And yes, this will go a lot smoother if I had a tripod of some sort. It's not coning right now because I'm using one hand. But yeah, so basically that's what you do. You roll that and make a cone. I'll make some and come back and show you what they're supposed to look like. But yeah, started off with the page long ways and then just take the corner in and roll it. Now this part here is the step that Rebecca did. She rolled them, and then once she got the roll, she taped the end of it and did all 120 of them. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to eliminate the taping and the stapling, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue. So, I'm going to go ahead and get started with that, and I will show you a complete successful roll. But yeah, it's just basically taking the corner in and doing a roll. And then when you get to the end of it, I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue. And then when you get to the end of the roll, she said to, you would staple it like an inch at the bottom, an inch from the bottom of the roll, you'll staple it. And that's basically to hold it together. And then you just start gluing it on. But I'm not going to do the staple and the tape. I'm just going to hot glue the end together so that it stays, and then I'm going to glue it down to the board. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll do a couple, and I'll show you the progress in a little bit. Hey everybody, so it's Joy, and yes, it's day 2 on the wreath that I started in the earlier part of this video, and I have some help, I think, that's going to record for me, so I can show you guys how I am twisting the pages of the book to actually get my cones, and I'll show you what it looks like so far. Hopefully the dogs won't trample on it, but I'll show you what it looks like so far. Hey, this is what it looks like so far. I still have some cones to make, but these are all pages of the book, and let's see if you can get that. So yeah, it's really, really, really pretty. I'm in the middle of doing it, so I'm going to show you guys how to make the cones the easiest way that I figured out how to roll them up. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to do it. And then you just, the circle that you saw in the earlier part of the video, you just start pinning it around, and you want to do north, south, east, north, south, east, and west, and then fill in, you know, northeast, northwest. It's just so that it stays even. And then on the second row, you do the same thing. You just keep on going. And I kind of started to alternate, like, in between. And let me see if I can show you that. So if there were 2 here, I try to put 1 in the middle of there. And I just did that all the way around. And then there was some spots that were, like some of the cones, there were some cones that didn't get quite uniformed like I wanted them to be. So it's a little bit bigger and it's taking up a little bit of space. But it filled the space good because there's 2 here, then there's 1, and there's 2 on the top. So you kind of just have to play around with it, or you can watch the video that I learned how to do it from. And again, that was Rebecca Robeson, and I watched the video again today, and she actually found the tutorial from another video, and I'll link that down in the bottom, Rebecca's and the other person who did the original tutorial. So I'm going to let this creep hold the camera for me, and I'll show you guys what I did. So I took the corner here, roll it in, make sure it's kind of perpendicular to the cone shape. So you have something that looks like this, and then I pulled down. And when I pulled down, it kind of gave me this straight edge here that I just take the hot glue, run it along there, and roll it over. And be very, very, very careful because it is very, very hot, and it comes through the paper. It's thin. So I just secure it like that, and that's the cone. So that process has been working for me to keep the cones all pretty uniformed. And it's a long process, but after I learned this little technique for myself, I went really fast. So perpendicular, pull down, straight edge, add the glue, and secure it. And that made pretty much all of my